Welcome everybody. I'm Mike Jones, your community land steward of your community garden sites at Urban Tree Connection. And today in our first lesson, we're going to talk about cooperation versus exploitation. And one of the things to always remember whenever you're gardening or doing anything in life is, what is the intention of what it is that you're doing? What is your intention for coming out here and gardening? What is your intention of wanting to come out and work with community and work in a cooperative effort? Always think about that before you start anything so that you know what your next steps are and how to move forward in that. All right. And one thing that we always try to make sure that we're planning with all of this out here is what's the best place to do our planting? How can we get the community involved? How can we build up our soil before we start planting things and the things that we need to do and add into it? What's the best sunlight that we have for different crops and how they're going to work together or intertwine? Those are intentions. Those are things you should think about when coming out to anything that you do, whether it's the gardening or farming or just your general day-to-day. Always work with intention. So today we'll talk about cooperative and exploitation. What is your definition of cooperation or cooperative efforts versus exploitation? I want you to tell me as well. And always try not to base your comments off of what my answers are, but what you would think it is. So cooperative efforts that we have here, one of the things is we try to get as many community and volunteers in to help us for that one common goal. And if that common goal is to live sustainably and create leadership in your community, what is our common goal and what are the people that we're bringing into the space? What is their common goal? If we have a cooperative effort, we're all working together one by one together with a leader in most cases to support one another, support your community, and it's all a collective effort, cooperative effort, versus an exploitive effort. And right now we have a lot of it going on. If you think about gentrification, and gentrification is when you have an organization come in or a powerhouse of an organization come in and take over an area, push the people who are here out for our own personal or selfish need. It's not for the community, but it's to make people in these powerful corporations richer and stronger, and to be able to take over more and more areas that they see. And this is going on right here in our West Philadelphia area. So if, say, a construction company comes into a site and say, we want to build this facility in here where we have condominiums or luxury apartments that you see, they'll take work from people of color and pay them very low wage, cheating them out of the work that they're doing, versus paying them their worth for all of the work that they put in, knowing that once this is all done and once that apartment complex or luxury condominium project is done, they're going to make tons of money off of this project, versus the people who put in all of the work to build up that luxury apartment, they got little to nothing to build up something that's going to make people tons of money later on down the line. That is exploiting someone's work for a profit of their own self-gain. That's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to do cooperative efforts. One of the things that we had here, we had someone drop off tires onto one of our sites. We had nowhere for it to go. So we collectively had community members and volunteers come in for a common goal to beautify our area, to build up our community. So now we're using those same tires as planters to plant flowers, medicinal herbs, as well as certain foods that will benefit our community. That's a cooperative effort where people came in on their own accord to benefit a larger scale of people versus someone coming in for their own self-gain, cheating people out of their self-worth only to profit later on and make their pockets fatter. So that's my general idea of a cooperative effort versus an exploitive effort, which is going on right in our own community right now. And you see it on a lot of the corners where people are coming in and building luxury homes. This is not for our benefit, it's for someone else's benefit to get us out of this area. So just think about that. And again, what is your definition of a cooperative effort versus an exploitative effort? All right. Let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to see your videos.